A Canticle for Leibowitz by Walter M. Miller Jr. is a novel that has captivated readers for over 6 decades, and for good reason. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, this science fiction classic offers a profound exploration of humanity's cyclical nature, our relationship with knowledge, and the tension between science and religion. First published in 1960, the novel's themes remain strikingly relevant today. Before diving into its narrative and themes, it's worth looking at the author and the time in which he wrote. Walter M. Miller Jr. was a fascinating figure, having served as a radio operator and gunner during World War II, an experience that profoundly shaped his worldview and his writing. Miller's wartime experiences, particularly his involvement in the bombing of the Monte Cassino Monastery, heavily influenced the themes of A Canticle for Leibowitz. The novel emerged from a world grappling with the aftermath of World War II and the dawn of the Cold War, a time when fears of nuclear annihilation were very real. This context is crucial to understanding the book's somber tone and its meditation on human self-destruction. The novel is structured into 3 parts: Fiat Homo, Fiat Lux, and Fiat Voluntas Tua, each set hundreds of years apart in a world that is struggling to rebuild after a nuclear apocalypse. In Fiat Homo, we are introduced to a desolate future where a small group of monks from the Albertian order of Leibowitz have dedicated themselves to preserving whatever scraps of knowledge remain from the old world. This section is particularly poignant as it mirrors the Dark Ages, where the light of knowledge is kept alive by religious institutions amidst widespread ignorance and fear. We follow Brother Francis Girard, a novice monk who discovers sacred relics of the past, a shopping list, and some technical blueprints, which the monks believe to be of great importance. This discovery sets off a chain of events that underscores the novel's exploration of faith, knowledge, and the persistence of history. Moving into Fiat Lux, we find ourselves in a period akin to the Renaissance, where the thirst for knowledge begins to re-emerge. The monks' efforts to preserve and understand the relics of the past lead to the rediscovery of science and technology. This section raises questions about the use and misuse of knowledge. Thon Tadeo, a secular scholar, comes to the abbey to study the preserved documents. His character represents the scientific curiosity and arrogance that can accompany new discoveries. The tension between the church and secular knowledge is palpable, reflecting the novel's ongoing theme of the struggle between faith and reason. As civilization begins to rediscover technology, we see the seeds of future conflict being sown, hinting at the possibility that humanity might once again bring about its own destruction. Finally, in Fiat Voluntas Tua, the novel takes us to a future where humanity has reached a level of technological advancement similar to our present day, if not more advanced. Yet, despite all the progress, the same mistakes are repeated. Nuclear weapons are back on the table, and the world is on the brink of another apocalypse. This section is perhaps the most sobering, as it brings the novel's cyclical view of history full circle. The monks who have dedicated their lives to preserving knowledge are faced with the realization that all their efforts may have been in vain. Abbot Zerchi, a key character in this section, grapples with the moral dilemmas of euthanasia and the church's role in a world that seems intent on destroying itself again. The novel closes with a sense of grim resignation, but also a glimmer of hope, a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Throughout the novel, several themes and motifs stand out. One of the most prominent is the cyclical nature of history. Miller presents history as a series of repeating cycles: rise, fall, and rebirth. This perspective challenges the reader to reflect on whether humanity is capable of learning from its mistakes, or if we are doomed to repeat them. The novel's structure itself, with its 3 distinct parts set in different eras, reinforces this idea. Each era reflects a different stage of human development, yet the underlying human tendencies towards self-destruction, the quest for knowledge, and the struggle between faith and reason remain constant. The tension between religion and science is another key theme. Miller doesn't present a simplistic dichotomy. Instead, he explores how both faith and reason can coexist and conflict within the same society. The monks, for instance, are devoutly religious, but also deeply committed to the preservation of knowledge. embodying a paradoxical relationship between faith and reason. The Church, which initially acts as a guardian of knowledge, becomes wary of the consequences of scientific advancement, fearing that the rediscovery of technology will lead to another catastrophe. This theme speaks to ongoing debates in our own world about the ethical implications of scientific discovery and the role of religion in guiding moral decisions. Miller's portrayal of humanity's self-destructive tendencies is both bleak and compelling. The recurrence of nuclear apocalypse in the novel is a stark reminder of our capacity for destruction. Yet, Miller also acknowledges the human drive for preservation and understanding, as seen through the monks' painstaking efforts to save the remnants of the old world. This duality, our ability to create and destroy, lies at the heart of the novel's moral and philosophical inquiries. The novel's use of symbolism and imagery adds further depth to these themes. The Leibowitz blueprints, which the monks painstakingly preserve and illuminate, serve as a powerful symbol of knowledge's fragility and the reverence we hold for relics of the past, even when we don't fully understand them. The illuminated manuscripts and the Church's rituals emphasize the sacredness of knowledge, blurring the lines between the secular and the divine. Miller's use of religious imagery and language adds a layer of allegory, inviting readers to ponder deeper philosophical and theological questions. While A Canticle for Leibowitz is deeply rooted in the anxieties of the Cold War era, its themes remain strikingly relevant today. The novel's exploration of the tension between technological advancement and ethical responsibility resonates in a world where we grapple with the implications of artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and nuclear proliferation. The cyclical nature of history presented in the novel serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that progress is not linear and that our actions today could lead to unintended consequences tomorrow. The critical reception of A Canticle for Leibowitz has been overwhelmingly positive since its publication. It won the Hugo Award for Best Novel in 1961 and has since been considered a cornerstone of science fiction literature. Its unique blend of science fiction, religion, and philosophy has made it a subject of academic study and discussion, further cementing its status as a classic. Modern readers and critics continue to find value in its rich thematic content and its nuanced portrayal of human nature. On a personal level, the novel leaves a profound impact. It challenges readers to reflect on the cyclical patterns of history and our role in shaping the future. The characters, particularly the monks, embody a sense of hope and perseverance, reminding us of the importance of preserving knowledge and learning from the past, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges. For readers interested in science fiction, philosophy, or theology, A Canticle for Leibowitz offers a rich, thought-provoking experience. It's a book that encourages reflection and discussion, making it an excellent choice for book clubs or anyone looking to engage with its complex themes. In conclusion, A Canticle for Leibowitz stands as a powerful testament to Walter M. Miller Jr.'s vision and literary skill. Its exploration of themes like the cyclical nature of history, the tension between faith and reason, and humanity's self-destructive tendencies offers a timeless reflection on the human condition. Whether you're reading it for the first time or revisiting it after many years, there's always something new to discover. So, if you haven't yet picked up this classic, now might be the perfect time to dive into its pages and explore the depths of its narrative and themes. For those looking to explore further, there are many resources available, from critical essays to academic discussions that delve into the novel's deeper meanings. And for anyone interested in sparking a lively debate, consider some discussion questions. What does the novel say about the nature of knowledge? How do faith and reason coexist or conflict in our modern world? And perhaps most importantly, are we truly capable of learning from our past, or are we doomed to repeat our mistakes? A Canticle for Leibowitz doesn't provide easy answers, but it certainly makes us think. And in the end, that might be its greatest achievement.